Hello. In this video, I'm going to share why market research and UX research both are required to create a seamless customer experience. What market research and UX research does are not the same, as the goals of market research and UX research are totally different. So, if you have conducted only market research alone, it is not sufficient to understand the entire customer experience. Typically, the goals of market research is to understand what people will buy and how to incite them to buy your product. Market research collects and analyzes the target customer environment like geographic, their demographic, psychographic, and behavioral data, and also the competition and in identifying the price points, which are predominantly through quantitative studies. The sale of the product is not end of customer experience, but just the beginning of it. Whereas UX research needs to drive specific design decisions by determining how people will use a product or buy a product to design the user interactions, for which UX research need to focus on understanding the behavioral aspects of the users and more accurately identifying their needs, which are qualitative in nature. UX research will help you learn why a customer does something. What do they feel? What people say through qualitative, quantitative, attitudinal, and behavioral studies. From analyzing these data, you can synthesize the opportunities, goals, gaps, highs and lows, pain points a customer goes through during the entire customer journey. This thereby will help you to construct an effective solution to improve the customer experience. So the marketing team and UX team needs to work together to get the complete picture of the customer's experience through their respective research goals and methods. Let's understand the marketing and UX research requirements through a matrimonial service business as an example. Typically, research is required during these three stages of the product and service. First is during the idea stage, later during design stage of the product, and third during launch and post-launch of the product or service. During the early stage or the idea stage, predominantly market researches are conducted to evaluate the market viability, to check if there is a market for matrimonial services, how big is the market, what are the geolocations to focus on, what are the customer segments, their goals, challenges, and who are the competitors, and what should be the pricing of the services be, and how do these customers avail the services now. These information are captured through survey questionnaires over email or phone with large number of audience and through focus groups, which results in broad insights. Even in this stage, UX research is required in developing a detailed buyer persona, such as a bride, bridegrooms, and other family and influencers, and mapping customers' experience throughout their partner selection process, and in learning customers' feelings, emotions, thoughts, and their frustrations through observational studies and interviews, which are critical to the success of the product. During the design stage, the research done are mostly UX research. UX researchers dive into studying the goals and needs of the customers to learn what people do, how do they use the product with various sets of personas to elicit deep insights, and learn the tasks of the key stakeholders, bridegroom, the family members, in finding the right life partners through contextual inquiry and interviews. And also they do competitor study to determine how they have solved some of the key scenarios of bride and bridegroom searching to learn the best practices and to avoid and not repeat the usability mistakes. And they conduct usability study during and after completion of the interaction design to make sure the product is intuitive and easy to use. Even during the design stage, there could be some market research requirement, like A/B testing the features with large audience to know what features are interest to the users even before they gets built. In the final stage, Once a product is developed and launched, market research is conducted to evaluate the concepts, user behavior data, the marketing campaign effectiveness, the messaging, and fine tune the strategy, pricing, and communications by providing insights on an ongoing basis. And so does the UX research, which is conducted on ongoing basis throughout the life cycle of the product. As the product evolves with new features, services, and markets and technology to create better experience for the customers. Hope this was useful and do like and subscribe. Thank you.